Hi, Fernando. How are you?
Hi, mister, I'm fine.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so we're gonna review the homework. Okay, so Okay, what is the model name? iPhone 15 Pro. How big is the screen? It has an 6.1-inch diagonal OLED screen without frame. What operating system does it use? It uses the iOS operating system. How good is the camera quality? Image size is 48 megapixels. What was the model? When was the model released? September 22nd, 2023. How does it compare to other smartphones? Okay, great. So did we do the... Oh yes, this was home. Okay. So we're gonna I'm gonna assign you some homework for Monday. And we're gonna do the model. Okay, we're gonna listen, please.
Hello. Today we're going to talk about modals of possibility and probability. I'm sure that you must use some of these already, but you might not know everything about them. Let's take a look at them.
Okay, let's please read here.
We use models of possibility and probability to talk about things that we think are possibly or probably true. I might be a little late. If I am, please start without me. Valentino's must be a popular restaurant. It's sometimes hard to get a reservation. Must expresses probability. We use must when we are almost 100% sure that something is true. I've got to go. It must be time for my class. In the example, Jackie is almost sure that her class is ready to begin.
Okay, so here we have uh, these models of probability and possibility. In this case, might be. Might. I might be a little late. That's a possibility. And then we have also must that expresses something is almost true. It must be true. It must be time for my class. He must be uh smart. When we're talking about something that is 100%, or we're not 100%, but we are very sure that it's true, we use must. Okay, so must here it says it expresses probability when you are almost 100% sure that something is true. And might expresses possibility, right? That it's something that, uh, of course, it's a possibility only. I don't know if you have any questions with both of them.
Mm, with must, it's almost 100%.
Yes, almost 100%. When you're almost 100% sure that something is true.
Okay.
Not 100%, right?
Yes.
Almost.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay. So, any other question?
No, Mr.
Okay. Let's go with number 3 and number 4.
May, might, and could. Could express a possibility. We use may, might, and could when we are less sure that something is true. I don't think Professor Roberts is from the United States. I think he said he came here when he was a teenager. He may be Canadian. He might come from Australia. He could be British. We use can't or couldn't when we're almost 100% sure that something is impossible. I'm sorry, but you can be serious. I'm sure you're mistaken.
Okay, so here we have these that expresses probability, possibility, may, might, and could. Okay, so these express possibility. When we are, I don't know, I might, or he might be British, or something like that. It's a possibility. He could be British. He may be British. Okay, so here we're expressing possibility. All of these express possibility. And we use can't and couldn't when we are almost 100% sure that something is impossible, like you can't be serious. Or he can't I don't know. He can't drive. Or we can't I don't know what we can do. We can't we can't sing as well as the other group. Okay, so we use can't and couldn't when we're almost 100% sure that something is impossible, and these three expresses possibility: may, might, and could. I don't know if you have any questions here.
It uses when is probably, but less than number 1 or 2.
Less than number 1 and 2. You number 3?
Number 3 is less possibility.
No, it's the same as in number 1. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. May, might, and could. All of them express possibility. They also here talk about possibility.
Okay, but is less sure than number 2, must.
Yes, must is yes, that's right. Must is almost 100%.
Okay, mister.
Okay. And
That's
can't and
fine.
couldn't, it's like the same, but with negative. We're almost 100% sure that it's impossible.
Okay, mister.
Okay, and any other question there?
No, mister.
Okay, let's please read number 5 and 6.
We use must not when we are a little less sure that something is impossible. We don't usually use a contraction with must not. I hear that Nick Crawford is still trying to prove his innocence. He must not have any proof yet. We use may not or might not when we think something is impossible, but we aren't very sure. We don't usually use a contraction with may not or might not. Crawford may not be innocent. Then again, he might not be guilty. We just don't know.
Okay, yeah, so must not is when we're a little less sure that something is impossible. Okay, so when we're talking about something that it's like impossible, say this is impossible. I don't know. Let's say here you have can't, couldn't. And then you have must not. You have may not, might. Okay, so if something is impossible, or I don't have the apostrophes here. I don't have that in my keyboard. But if something is impossible, like it's almost impossible. In that case, it would be like can't, couldn't, and then a little less is must not. Okay, it's a little less sure that something is impossible, and even a little less is may not or might not. Okay,
Okay.
any questions there?
No, mister.
Okay, let's read number 7 till 8.
Remember, after a model, you can only use the base form of the verb. Talia must be exhausted. She's working so hard. In questions, we usually use could. We don't usually use might, may, or must. What do you think? Could Crawford be guilty? Notice that in short answers, we usually use be if the question has a form of be. What do you think? Could Crawford be guilty? Who knows? He might be. When a question has a verb other than be, we just use the modal in the short answer. Could Jackie really have an agent? She could. Anything's possible. We can also use a verb like think to ask about possibility or probability. Notice that the reply still uses a modal. Do you think Crawford is guilty? He might be.
Okay. So, reply. So here after a model, we use the main form of the verb, like here, must be. He must feel sorry. Must feel sorry. Or must he must be tired or something like that. Okay, so after the model, we use the base form, like here it's feel, be the base form of the verb. Okay, in questions, we use usually could. We don't usually use might, may, or must. What do you think? Could Crawford be guilty? So in questions, we use could if you're questioning some possibility. In short answers, we usually use be if the question has a form of be. What do you think? Crawford be guilty? Who knows? He might be. Okay, so then sorry, where's that? He might be. Okay, hold on. So here, the sure answer, we use the be. He might be. And when a question has a verb other than be, we just use the model in the sure answer. Could Jackie really have an agent? She could. Anything is possible. So here, the verb is have, but the answer is she could. Okay, so here the verb is different than be. We just use the model in the short answer here. She could. And finally, we can also use a verb like think to ask about a possibility, or probability. Notice that in reply still uses a model. Do you think Crawford is guilty? He might be. Okay, so here, do you think we're like using this verb to ask about a possibility or probability? And the reply uses a model. Do you think, I don't know, he did this, or do you think he is guilty, or do you think he called you? He might be guilty. Okay, so here, think is the verb that we use to link this do you think to ask about a probability or possibility. I don't know if you have any questions regarding number 7, 8, or 9.
Yes, mister.
Okay. What is your question?
In that example, we answer he might be because the question in number 9.
Okay.
We answer he might be because the question, the verb of the question is be.
Yes.
But in the second example, we use the modal could
Yes.
because the verb is other.
Then be.
Is other.
Yes.
Just with be, we can answer he might be.
Yes. But
And
here you like yes, yes. To your question, yes. The answer would be yes.
okay, one hay la forma de que en la pregunta pueda ser el verbo be en otro tiempo, siempre va a ser en su forma base.
Mm, uh, when you're using a model, I think that yes, it will be the base form. If you're using a model, it will be the base form.
Always.
Always, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Any other
Okay, mister.
questions?
And in number 10, do you think replaces the modal could?
Yes, that's right. Do you think? It replaces the
Okay.
model code? Yes.
Uh, that's all, mister.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have enough time, so I'm gonna assign this homework, and then we're gonna take the test number 3. Okay. So hold on. So I wanted to advance a little bit, at least this class. Quería que avancemos un poco en esta clase. De todas maneras, nos falta el examen, que más o menos media hora te toma, ¿no?
Yes, mister, about 20, 30 minutes.
20, 30 minutes. Okay, yes, we're gonna have enough time to do this. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you. Okay, so let's do these tests.